Welcome back to Hoy Field in Ithaca, New York, as we're getting ready for the start of the second game now. And we'll now set and deal the 0-1. And a single for Schulman, who splits the gap between second and third base, and Henry will come around to score, rounding third, and is safe. Beats a throw from Winauer in the outfield to give Brown an early 1-0 lead. Busto now delivers the pitch, and a swing and a miss from Marsal. That's his second strikeout of the day for Busto, and that ends the inning. So the Big Red down 1-0 early here against Brown. But Richie looks once again over at first base and will deliver. And that's Winauer with the pitch right to Richie. Richie will throw it over to Schulman at second base to get J.D. Wetzel out, but the throw over to Kerr at first base is not in time, and Winauer will be in safe with a single. Busto back on the mound. He'll get the signal from Attar, and the 3-2. Swing and a miss from Henry. So that's Busto's fourth strikeout to end the inning here. Cornell down 1-0 to Brown. Busto gets a sign from Attar, and he'll deliver. And a foul, fair ball from Huntley right down the third base line, and Brown will score 2 runners, and that ball will go all the way to the wall, which is recovered by Winauer, but Huntley will be in with a double. Brown again grabbing an early lead, up 3-0, third inning. Here's Lewis, and a line drive right to Padullo from Fornarca, so Lewis retires the final batter in the third inning. Richie gets the sign from Huntley, and he'll deliver. A swing from Padullo makes contact, and that'll be a fair ball down the third base line, and he'll round first base over to second, and he will remain safe at second as the ball is retrieved by Levine. So a good start to the bottom of the third inning here with a double from Padullo. Richie gets the sign from Huntley. He'll set. And the 1-0. And a swing from Tatum gets a bat on it, and that'll be a single into right field. So that'll finally drive in Padullo, who was sitting at third base for a couple at-bats after Wetzel and Winauer both struck out. But now the Big Red trail 3-1 after Tatum's single. And Smith with the delivery. Swing from Morris, which grounds out to the first baseman, who mishandles the ball, and Morris will be safe on first base. So the Big Red, with Morris on base now, off an error from first baseman Dan Kerr. Winauer now steps back into the batter's box with Kevin Tatum on deck if it gets there. Now Spezial with the pitch, and Winauer grounds out to McKeithen, who throws it over to first base, and no, it's mishandled. It goes past Kerr, so Winauer will keep running over to second base, and that will bring home 2 runs for the Big Red. Struck out in the first inning and had a single and then a walk. Now Tatum with a strong, powerful hit towards right field, and that will be caught by Marsal against the wall. So that ends the inning. Cornell picks up an additional 2 runs though, but leaves 2 men on base. Now Spezial sets and deals, and he hits Tatum. So Tatum will take a base, and with the bases loaded, Bitar comes home, and Cornell will tack on a run. So now 6-4. Scores has an opportunity to possibly tie the game with bases loaded, and Cornell down by 2. 6-4 the score. Here's Mann, and Scorza hits a single to left field. In comes 1, and now 2. Scorza will have a single, and the Big Red tie the game up at 6. So a great hit from Scorza. Scorza had no RBIs today. There's 2 right there with an RBI, 2 RBI single. Wagner with a big day yesterday. And here's the first pitch from Mann. And Wagner, a high fly ball towards left center field. And it's caught by Henry, but a sacrifice fly. That will be bringing in Recto. And now a man on second and a man on third from a sacrifice fly from Wagner. So the Big Red up 7-6. Tar gets loose and steps back into the batter's box. Man receives the sign from Huntley. He will deliver. Batar, a high fly ball out towards right field, which is dropped by Marsal. So now 2 runs come in for the Big Red, 3 runs come in for the Big Red, and Batar will advance to second base for a double. So now a huge 10-6 lead for Cornell. And he pops one up. There's foul ball towards the first baseman, Dan Kerr, and he will take the ball and record the out for the end of the inning. And the pitch. That'll be a strikeout, and that'll do it. So Cornell wraps up a Game 2 win here after falling to Brown 5-4 in the first game. Cornell came from behind after trailing 6-3 entering the 8th inning, but had an amazing 7-run 8th inning that was fueled by 3 consecutive walks, and the Big Red were able to provide the run support that sort of lacked in the first game, as the Big Red put up 17 runs yesterday. But a great outing from Cornell this weekend as they conclude the weekend 3-1 after sweeping Yale yesterday and now splitting Yale 5-4 and 10-6. And as you hear, the Big Red will return to Hoy Field a week from tomorrow against Binghamton. So